Hi, everybody. So we're going to talk about how to get your credit scores to go up over the 700s, you guys. And the goal is to do it in less than 6 months. Okay, 6 months or less. So 6 months or less. It's no sugarcoating, y'all. I'm get straight to the point on what y'all need to do. So if y'all have any questions, make sure y'all put y'all questions down below. I'm gonna make sure I answer them for y'all, but it's just no sugarcoating. I have a lot of questions listed right here that we're gonna go over. I'm gonna answer these questions. And again, I am live. Some people are gonna see this as like little shorter videos, smaller clips. If y'all want to watch me live, all July I'm going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm going to switch to maybe a morning time to afternoon time, maybe most likely 12 p.m. time, starting next month, starting when the kids go to school. All right, but let's not waste any time, y'all. I don't want to waste y'all time. I don't want to waste my time either. Let's get into these questions. So all of the questions I have here is for people that left me comments saying that they want to build their credit one way or another. Okay, so we're gonna go through these questions. Somebody told me that they need help with building their credit in general. Y'all really don't need anybody help with building y'all credit. Y'all look at the books that I have available. Get the books that I have available. It will teach you exactly what you need to do. I tell everybody, get y'all 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. Those are going to build your credit. We're talking about building. It's not just repairing, getting stuff deleted. It's about building. 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts to get y'all right. Even if they're secure credit cards, y'all, that is still good. Okay. So just focus on that. 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. You're going to really see your credit scores go up a lot because this is what you all are going to really need to get your credit score built. Okay, so that's all you need to focus on. I don't care if they're secure, that's none of my business because I know that secure credit cards can build your credit too. Okay, so again, 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. Make sure you keep that utilization low. That's another thing. Y'all get these credit cards, y'all maxing out the credit cards, y'all not keeping the utilization low. You look desperate technically. So that's why your credit score is not building like you want it to build. So I tell people, get your credit cards, keep it at 10% or less. 5% gonna be even better. And that goes for all of these comments about building credit, but we just gonna go through them just in case somebody got something else to say. Okay. Somebody said, let's go check this out ASAP to help building your credit. So this was a comment on the Destiny credit card. It don't matter what credit card it is. And I don't think that y'all should get credit cards that have a high annual fee. If it got a high annual fee, y'all need to turn around and say, you know what, I don't even want to get it because if it have a high annual fee, y'all paying a lot of money to keep that credit card. And most likely y'all not going to keep that credit card open for an extended period of time. And that's what y'all really need to do. Y'all need to let y'all credit card stay open forever if you can. If you can, that thing needs to stay open for as long as you can let it stay open for like 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, for as long as you can, because that's going to really get you to the 800s. Okay. Now, getting credit cards can get you to the 700s, but really building credit, y'all gonna need to make sure y'all keep y'all accounts open to get to the 800s. Somebody said that they got approved for the credit builder, but I don't know. This person comment a lot of the accounts. They got to show me that they're a real person. Like I don't know. I don't be trusting it sometimes. I start saying names, y'all. I'm just saying, being real. Okay. Somebody said, wait, so you can only buy books. So they were talking about, let me just make sure I um select these. Somebody said, wait, so you can only buy books. The thing is about the kickoff account, that was with their original credit builder account. They were only allowing you to really like buy books. Yes, that was like it. You were able to like buy books. It was something like that where you can get them online where they're going to basically report. So yes, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. You're very, very welcome, Julius, and good evening to you. But now you guys, they have a thing where they say just pay for one of their plans that they have. That's usually what it is. They're telling you to pay for a plan. But when you want to kick off, you'll see exactly what they're talking about. It's like a plan that they have that they want you to do. Okay. Let me make this a little bit smaller so I can really see what we're looking at because I'm starting to get confused by all of the comments. Somebody said because some people need to use that 550 or 750 for other things that aren't in Kickoff Store, and I intended to pay that back to build their. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is 750, y'all, that they were doing with Kickoff. That was literally just to build your credit. You was paying $5 per month. They'll report to the credit bureaus. A lot of my clients did that. It built their credit a lot. But now they have it where, y'all, this is crazy. People are paying $35 a month for an account that y'all didn't even want to technically pay $5 a month for. It's getting wild. It's really getting wild out here. People are out here just paying that. Now, if you were to get a kickoff account, the only one I think that y'all should get with kickoff is their installment account where you're paying $10 per month. That's it. Anything more than that, y'all, I feel like y'all just paying too much. Y'all really paying too much. Okay. Um, this person said that they had like a 500. They've been looking to build their credit. If you're looking to build your credit for real, just get you 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. I don't care what credit cards they are. Just 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. That's going to help you out the most. Okay, that's what you're going to need. 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. That's going to help you get your credit scores to go up. Okay, that's what's going to get your credit built. Okay, even if y'all in the 300s, 400s, 500s, even sometimes when y'all in the 600s, if y'all don't have enough accounts reporting, your credit scores can't go to the 700s. It just can't. And then two, keep y'all utilization intact. That's gonna be some huge things that y'all need to do. Somebody said, how do I contact you for help with my credit? Um, y'all can find me on the social media. Y'all can just find me on social media. My phone number is 407-374-2747. So that's how you guys can definitely contact me. And let's see, my assistant probably put some information here. So yep, you can see information here too, how you can reach out to us. Okay, perfect. All right, good. So I'm happy that she did that. Um, they said do a video on that. No, we're not gonna talk about that. Somebody said I seen the ad that I can get 750 to 2,500 no credit check. Well, at the time I was desperate with money. I didn't read the terms and conditions, not knowing I wasn't getting an actual line of credit. Yeah, that was a mess, right? That can help with emergencies, food, gas bills. But I found out all I get is $2,500 credit for ebooks and more payments just to build my credit. Yeah, it really is a mess. It really, really is a mess. I'm not gonna hold you. It is a mess. And that's why I tell people don't do that account, because now, you talk about the 750, people are paying $5 a month for that. Some people are paying $35 per month. And it's like y'all would have been better off getting y'all a secure credit card with Navy Federal than to do this. Honestly, y'all would have been so much better off if y'all would have just got y'all a secure credit card with Navy Federal. Seriously, because it's a hot mess if you ask me. It's just, and they want too much money for it, and they are taking advantage. Somebody said they stuff 714, but since I've never really used my credit, I can't get a secure. Oh wow. If your credit score is 714, boss fat, you should be able to get something. Let me show you something, okay? So I have this thing here. Let me close this out because I don't want to I'm gonna come back in over here and then I'm gonna tell y'all. If you have your credit scores in like the 700s, y'all should be able to get something. I just don't want to hear that you can't get anything. But if you look on my website, rakita.com, all right, so hopefully you all are still seeing my screen. Let me just make it bigger for you all. Not me bigger. Let me make it bigger right here. If you go to my website, rakita.com, and then you scroll down to the best credit cards that can the pre-qualify with no hard inquiry. I got other lists on here, but I like this pre-qualify with no hard inquiry. If you check out this list, it's 40 to 45 different accounts that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Okay. These credit cards, they're gonna tell you yes or no without a hard inquiry. So if you feel like companies won't give it to you, you said you can't get a secure credit card, check this list out. Try Discover, see if they can pre-qualify you, try Apple. And with your credit score at a 714, how did you get there? Did you add authorized users or did you buy trade lines? And that's what builds your credit score up like that? Because usually when people credit score in the 700s and they tell me they can't get a secure credit card, it's hard for them to get credit, is because they don't have their own credit on their credit reports. They only have like um trade lines. Like my daughter right now, she's 17. I had as an authorized users like 6 of my credit cards. When she actually go and try to get her own credit, hopefully she'll be able to get it, but she may need to start out with some of the she just can't go crazy and be like, I want to get the Amex card. I want to get this card. Blah, blah, blah. She probably can't go crazy and try to get those, but she should be able to get some decent credit cards. She may be able to do that, knowing that she's an authorized user on my Amex credit card. But look at all these credit cards that's on here. Try to see if you can pre-qualify for these credit cards, because there is no way, like literally no way, you had a 714 credit score and you can't get approved for credit cards. Like there's just no way. I'm not finna they're not going to play you like that, basically, because there's no way. But check out that list. There's a lot of credit cards on there. Again, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So go through the list and see which ones you can actually get. Okay. But with a 714 credit score, somebody should give you something. Like, somebody should be able to give you something. Okay. And that kickoff, I think that kickoff could technically, I just, you want to know what the problem is. It's technically going to charge you money when you could have got something else. I don't even want to suggest that at all for you. To me, kickoff is only for people that need an installment account. Maybe you don't have a car loan on your credit report. Maybe you don't have like any type of installment account. You ain't got no student loans report. You ain't got no personal loan, no nothing. But you trying to build up your installment accounts, and you don't want to run and go get a car note, like some people do, just to try to get an account added. So please check out that list right there, the pre-qualified with no hard inquiry list, because I think that that's going to be able to help you. Somebody said, I took advice to pay early. I'm paying my credit card and 1/3 before the due date for the last 4 months. 3 of my cards that give me an increase from 300 to 1,500. One gave me a new account. Okay, good job. Okay, that is amazing. Congratulations to you. That is good. And I tell everybody to keep your utilization low on your credit cards, because credit cards gonna know that you're not desperate. They're gonna be willing to give you more money. And y'all can use as much as y'all want to use on your credit cards, but when it come time to paying that credit card down because it's your due date, pay that thing all the way down. Keep your utilization at 10% or 5%. So for example, Wing by me said, hey, got a $300 limit, right? $300 limit. Y'all can use that $300 and pay it off in the same month. Use it, pay it off. Use it, pay it off, because maybe y'all want to use more money. Y'all have more expenses. But this is the key, y'all. When it's time to pay off that credit card or pay it down because it's about to report to the credit bureaus, you need to have that utilization down. Like for a $300 credit card like that, it should be at $15 or less, if you ask me, like to really get your credit score to go up. But use the credit card though. Don't get me wrong, use the credit card. But when your due date come, I say pay your credit card 5 days before your due date. Don't use it again until 5 days after your due date. All I suggest that y'all do is just pay it all the way down, okay, to that 5%, and y'all gonna be good. And make sure that that's still gonna cover your statement balance too. But it really should cover it, because y'all using y'all credit cards, y'all paying on it throughout the month. It should. Okay. Somebody, oh, I ain't gotta say nobody. Somebody, you always on my comments. Oh my gosh, I feel bad. But you always in my comments. Somebody said, oh my gosh, I keep saying somebody. You need to tell me your real name. Like, I need to know your real name. Okay. I need to know your real name. So I'm gonna make sure I tag you in this. I need to know what your real name is. But he said, listen to her. I got 13 credit cards. Don't use like 4 to 6 of them. The other are active with bills, no credit card, no debit cards. Keep it active, pumping, pay on time. Rest assured, everything she says is going to happen. Pretend some of your big cards don't exist. That is some great advice. That is some great advice. Don't forget to tell me your name. So let's break this down. Um, so this person said they got 13 credit cards. Okay. We got 13 credit cards, 4 to 6 of them they don't use at all. Y'all have to make sure that y'all use y'all credit cards, like I say, every 6 months. So I just use mine every January and every July. January 1st, July 1st, I'm spending at least $20 on it to make sure that they're not going to close it due to inactivity. But I see what you're saying. And they said too, they're big credit cards. You need to act like they don't exist. That's that cushion I was telling y'all about. When I tell y'all to have 4 credit cards, I say get 3 credit cards that, maybe you're going to use. You can use one of them for gas. You can use one of them for your energy bill. Use one of them for your phone bill, whatever the case may be, right? But y'all want to have a credit card that got a high limit that y'all not using. That way, if y'all was to use too much money in your other credit cards, you got a higher limit credit card that you're not using. Not using some of your higher limit credit cards can always guarantee that even if you max out all of your credit cards and you got 1 or 2 high limit credit cards you're not using, your utilization probably could never go over 50% if you wanted to, because it's 2 that you're just not using and they got a very high limit, depending on, what's the limits on your credit cards and things like that. But it can basically be a guardrail for your utilization. So I definitely like this. Okay. Keep them active, keep them pumping, pay on time for sure. Keep all your credit cards on auto pay if I was to say anything, keep that stuff on auto pay. They're asking me, is these results helpful? Let me make sure. Oh, we ain't got time for that today. But let me make sure I select this one. All right, let's see. Can you help me go about getting what you're talking about, information on a credit card? Oh, I actually made Jackie a own personal video about how to get to the 700s. Okay, but I was talking to y'all about my Raise Your Credit Score 100 Points in 30 Days book. That book, I'm telling y'all, it's a game changer. It's basically this book right here, the Raise Your Credit Score 100 Points in 30 Days. Okay, it's this one right here. That's what this book is. I kind of went through that book. I made a whole video. Definitely look it up. You should be able to see it where I was going through all of the steps and telling y'all how to be able to get your credit scores in the 700. But she was looking into getting more credit cards and things like that. But the key is just this, y'all. If y'all trying to get y'all credit scores to the 700s, y'all need 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts, keep your utilization low, pay everything on time if you're looking to use credit cards to build your credit. Now, if you got anything negative on there, y'all need to get that stuff off. Collections, charge off, bankruptcies, foreclosures, you need to get all that stuff deleted. Okay. And then with my books, they come with a free course. So I have dispute letters that you all can use. And don't forget, if they refuse to delete the account from the credit reports, I'm all about suing them. They don't want to delete it, fine. We gonna be suing each. Like I'm gonna be suing you, okay? Because you need to get this off my credit reports. But that's really everything. Keep your inquiries low. Try to pre-qualify for credit cards without the hard inquiry, because that's gonna help you out a lot. So see if you can pre-qualify for some. But that's when you're gonna see that your credit score is gonna be at its best when you're doing those different things. Okay. And if you have any late payments, do some goodwill letters to remove those late payments. If my credit score is around 638, 640 due to accounts that I pay on time, I don't think the kickoff gonna help you. If your credit score is over 600, I wouldn't even think of kickoff at all. Kickoff, let's be honest, kickoff pay people to make videos. Like, we're gonna be very, very honest. Kickoff pay people to make videos. All right. So sometimes y'all come across people video and they're being paid to talk about it. Now, I'm talking about the real of it because I don't like that kickoff charge so much money. I don't care. All right. I don't care. I don't care about it. I don't think that y'all need it. And if y'all try to get that in, some of my clients paying $35 per month, I really be in my feelings. Like, why do you still have this account? Why haven't you found another credit card to replace this? Like, sometimes your credit score is low. Kickoff can help you get your credit score up, but any credit card could have did that. People think that, oh, it's just because I got this kickoff. It's something special that kickoff is doing. Y'all, it's really not. It's really not. It's just the point that you finally got some credit cards reporting your credit reports or something that look like a credit card, and that's what's boosting your credit score up. And for $35 a month, that's just too much for me. I just don't like that. Okay, and I just switched my insurance, my car insurance tomorrow, and shoot, that's like half of my car insurance bill every single month. Like, I'm just looking at my expenses and everything I got going on that can be going towards something else other than using an account that I'm gonna have to replace. And y'all ain't getting anything for it either. Y'all just getting a reporting. That's it. Y'all just getting reported. It's not a credit card that you're gonna keep around. Like I tell y'all, oh, get Navy Federal. You could pay $200 on a secured credit card. It's going to graduate to a $2,000 credit card. It's nothing like that. Eventually, you're going to have to drop it and then have nothing to show for it. Okay. Yes, you can have something to show for it because you can use it to build your credit and then move on immediately. Your credit score go up a lot of points, get you some other credit cards immediately. Okay. But don't people think that I'm just going to keep it for about 2, 3 years? No, that's not what this is for. This is a lot of money that you're spending on this account. You don't want to keep this for no 2 or 3 years. That's just way too long. But again, anything over 600, y'all, don't get the kickoff. Don't get the kickoff. Okay. And then check your utilization. If you already got credit cards, you're paying on time, check your utilization because that can be something that's really keeping you down. Okay. After your closing date, then use your credit cards. Definitely, 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 definitely. After your closing date, that's basically when your statement come out. After your statement come out for your credit cards, that's when y'all can use it. I be telling y'all, if y'all don't know what this date is, go on your Credit Karma. Go on your Credit Karma, look in the section that like you can. This is what it look like. Go to your Credit Karma, you'll see both credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax. You can click on either one, it don't matter. So just go ahead and click on the first one, which will be TransUnion, and then you'll see the screen where they give you like percentages and stuff like that. Go down to where it says utilization. Go there. Okay. Once you see utilization, you will see the credit cards. If you want to know when they're going to report, click on any given credit card. Say if you got a Capital One, click on that Capital One credit card. And then at the top, you'll see your name, like you'll see Capital One, but then this is the key thing you'll see. It'll say last reported. That's what it'll say. It was last reported on this date. Say if it said it was last reported July 14th. That means on the 14th of every month, they're going to report to the credit bureaus. Okay. And if you don't know for sure, because there was this time where I had to learn this process, y'all. If y'all don't know for sure, log into your credit card app. See if y'all got a new statement. If you know you just paid your bill last week because it was due, and they saying you got another payment due, you like, how I got another payment due? I just paid it. That's just because your statement came out. You got time to pay it, but your statement came out. So if y'all can see that y'all got another payment due, then y'all will know for sure. Okay, that reported to the credit bureaus already. Okay, and if you don't know how to look at any of that, call the company. Like, call them and ask them when that date is. That's why I tell y'all, if y'all just do this, don't use y'all pay y'all credit cards 5 days before y'all due date, and don't use it again until 5 days after your due date, because in about 3 to 5 days, that's when they're gonna report to the credit bureaus. So if y'all doing it that way, y'all don't have to worry about what's that date. Da, da, da. If y'all just know what that is, if y'all just be on that cycle, y'all will be good. Okay. So if y'all need extra reminders, and y'all probably using y'all probably don't use our credit cards like that in person, because I know a lot of time for me, I'm Apple paying and I'm not even really using it in person like that. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm using it online. But y'all can get y'all a Sharpie marker, and I'll write the date, like it reports on the 9th, like my due date on the 9th, so I will put the 9th on that card. So I'll be able to know, okay, 5 days before the 9th, I'm gonna make sure I pay it. Then 5 days after the 9th, I can go ahead and use it. But that is huge. So thank you so much for leaving that comment, because that is very, very true. If you are paying your credit cards off after they report to the credit bureaus, they're not going to report again for a whole nother month. Oh, excuse me, they're not going to report again for a whole nother month, and it's going to be pointless. It's going to really be pointless. So please, please, please make sure that y'all paying it on the right dates. Okay. Somebody said I started the 20-hour increase. I just started the 20. What are they? Let me see what video they're commenting on, because I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they talking about the sale. Somebody said that the $25 plan. So they said they started with the 20. I will increase it. That's fine. The credit builder account, y'all, it don't matter. All you need these companies do to report to the credit bureaus. That's all you need. So the smallest amount would be fine. Only reason why some people get higher amounts is because they want higher loans. If they see that you've been paying $150 per month on the installment account, that means that they can see that you have the capacity to continue to do that, especially if you paid that off. Okay, but that's good. What you say you did the $20, that's fine. The $25, that's fine. That's fine. I have 620, but I have no credit cards. Should I get it to improve my credit score? Yes, if you want to get over the 700s, I think that you should. I think that you should. And then you should look on your credit reports and see what got you to 620. Do you have installment accounts? Do you just got a car right now? Do you probably got student loans reporting? Do you have a mortgage? What is it that got you to 620? Okay. But I say 4 credit cards, you probably already got installment accounts, but just keep your utilization low, because if you're not used to having credit cards and you think that you can just use whatever in your credit cards and pay it whatever, your credit score is going to be going up and down like a roller coaster. 1 minute you happy your credit score of 50 points, next minute your credit score down 60, because just off of utilization. So just be very, very careful. If you're going to get some credit cards, learn utilization, and you got to be doing possibly something right. You don't have any credit cards right now. You at a 620. That means that you're probably paying on time already. You just need those credit cards to boost you up. So just make sure all your credit cards are going to be on auto pay too. Okay, make sure that they're going to be on auto pay. They said great information. I stay away from anything Synchrony or Credit One banks. My favorite Cobra. Oh, I had sued Community Bank. King. That was my very, very first lawsuit, y'all. Remember I told you I sued, I had over $40,000 worth of debt that I didn't have to pay. It was Community Bank, a lot of those. So I stay away from them. Okay, but I like Synchrony. I definitely like Synchrony. Been with both for about 3 years. They're excellent partners. Definitely rebuild my credit from 550 to 720 plus and FICO. Okay, that's good. Congratulations. When y'all find the companies that y'all like, you see how this person is saying, "Oh, I like Community Bank, I like Web Bank," and I'm like, "Hold on, I can never go with Community Bank because I sued them, but I love me a Synchrony Bank, and Credit One, the annual fees, I don't know. The annual fee is none at all or very, very low, depending on what your situation is. We can work with this. It's just that y'all are gonna find which credit cards y'all like, which ones y'all don't like, and the biggest factor is a lot of times that you mess up with that account or not already, But I think Community Bank could be cool, but when it come down to deleting the account, like when it's over. Community Bank, we done broke up. You need to delete this from my credit reports, so that's why I sued them. It's like once it was over, it was over. Like you should have deleted it from my credit reports. But that's cool. And congratulations to get over the 700s. That's all that matters. I don't care what credit card y'all use. I would like for y'all not to have annual fees. That's all I care about is the fees on it. That's it. I don't care who it is. I don't care. As long as they're reporting that basically you got somebody doing a referral for you, you got somebody vouching for you, you got somebody doing a recommendation for you, saying they paying on time, go ahead and get them a credit card. We doing good over here. That's basically what these companies are doing when they're reporting to the credit bureaus for you. This person said, Allison said, yep, they do. I started with 200, 300, and they increased it to 500. I think because I never had a late payment. Yeah, if you never have a late payment, they're gonna really try to increase you. If you don't have a late payment plus your overall credit going up, that's good. And congratulations on your increase too. And thank you so much for leaving me a comment. Um, he said, I applied for the Mission Lane 30 days post discharge. I got $1,500 limit, no annual fee. I know that's right. Mission Lane just love people straight out of bankruptcy. But I remember when I first started learning, like, why would these companies give people credit cards fresh out of bankruptcy, y'all? Because it's only so you have to wait so long to be able to file again. So they feel like you safe. They feel like, oh, okay, we're gonna go ahead and give you a credit card because I know you can't be able to file again for so much time. So they look at you as just being safe. But I definitely like that for you. Congratulations to you. Great information. One thing I would say is don't dispute inquiries on accounts that you were approved for since the account might get shut down. Good one. That is a good one. If you guys have inquiries, it's not necessarily that you was approved for, it's that it is on your credit report. Because I see some people that apply for credit cards, they get approved for the credit card and immediately they work to get that inquiry removed because if they don't want it to stay. They work to get the inquiry removed ASAP because once that account is added to your credit report, that inquiry really needs to stay, or they're gonna try to shut your account down. They're gonna think that your account is fraud if you telling them, hey, I'm not supposed to have this inquiry. Like, for example, I like to use Capital One as an example. You got an inquiry for Capital One, but you try to remove it before the account is added to your credit report, it's all good. But once that account is added, they like, well, if this account is on your credit reports and you saying that you shouldn't have this inquiry, is this account fraudulent? Then they're gonna try to work to remove that fraudulent account from your credit reports. And they're gonna tell the company, hey, we have to remove this inquiry based off of fraud. You have a fraud account on your credit report. Okay, so be very, very careful with that. And thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you for leaving me a comment. Do I need to call all three bureaus to freeze? You technically don't have to call all three credit bureaus. You can do it online. You can put a freeze on all of your credit reports online. Like, let me tell you what I do. For Experian, I do it through the app. For Equifax and TransUnion, I go to like their website and do it. Like I just go to their website and do it. You can call them. They got like an automated system that can put a freeze on your credit report, but you don't necessarily have to call them. You could just do it online. And I like to just do it online. Add it on there, take it off. As simple as that. I like to just do it online. I ain't gotta wait to talk to nobody. And it could be a temporary freeze. It could be a temporary freeze, or you can temporarily unfreeze your credit too. You can do both. Okay. So somebody said, yes, you can. You can go to each. Okay, so they said it too. Yes, you can go to everybody's website. You open up an account with them. It's completely free. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for leaving that comment. Thank you so much, Toya, too, for saying it's great information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the name again to check all three credit bureaus? I couldn't catch the name. So the name of that is Identity IQ. That's what I usually tell a lot of my clients to use. So if you go to my website, Rikita.com, let me just make it a little bit bigger so you all can see it. You go to my website, Rakita.com, you will be able to see it here. So if you scroll down, I have it on one of the spots where people can get like the 6 months of free dispute letters. You'll see right here where it says get all 3 of credit reports from Identity IQ for $1 trial. You'll just click right here. That's what it is. You just click right here because it's a dollar trial with them for 7 days. So at least you'll get all 3 of your credit reports, all 3 of your credit scores, and you can see what it is. And then you can cancel out your membership or you can keep it. But I think that if you're doing disputes, I would most likely just keep it. Honestly, if you doing disputes, I would just keep it. I wouldn't cancel it. You know, if you're doing disputes right now, I would just keep it. Okay. But there you go, Dominique. Somebody else said great advice. Thank you so much. Okay, wait, let's see. In December 2023, the company I worked for at the time unexpectedly shut down. By mid 2024, all of my credit cards were starting to charge off. I had 2 Capital One credit cards, $2,200 in total charge off. I went from high 700s to a total collapse. Oh, wow. In 4 months, I haven't done anything to my app to address the credit, but let me see. I was really bummed out. Out of the blue, a few days ago, I received a pre-qualification for the Sabre One. I accepted the offer, thinking it was a mistake, but it wasn't. I checked the bureaus, neither two. Okay, charge-offs even on the credit reports. That's good. It's like they were never there. Needless to say, the little surprise gave me the motivation I needed to get back in the game and start rebuilding my credit. Thanks, Rakita. You're very, very welcome. I like that too. Y'all, I'm telling y'all now, if y'all are scared, y'all don't even know what's wrong with y'all credit sometimes. That's why I say, look, some people be talking to me about, oh, I got this one collection. We look, it's not even on there. It's not even on there anymore. You seen that a year ago and you still scared. Y'all have to go on there and look and see what's wrong and then just go from there. Because honestly, you just never know what's going on with your accounts. You really never know what's going on with your accounts. So look and see, because you just never know. But congratulations to you. And since you see that it's not, when y'all see that accounts are not on certain bureaus, those are the bureaus now that you want to use. Those are the ones where you want to actually start getting credit from them now. Okay, that's where you say, okay, I want to try to get credit from this. I want to use Equifax now. Equifax, my cleanest. I'm going to try to figure out who's going to pull Equifax because that's my best credit score. I want them to pull that. But y'all have to look and see. Y'all just never know. Y'all really just never know. Okay, let's see. We got Larry here. And I see that you saw the video, Larry. I hope that you loved it. If I use 50% of my $2,000 credit limit, but pay it back before my due date, would it still hurt me, even if I have additional credit cards that add up? Yeah, so listen, Larry, it's not going to hurt you until they report it to the credit bureaus. So if you was to hold that balance and then they reported on your statement that you use 50%, that your balance is at 50%, not that you used it, but your balance is there, that's when it's going to hurt you. That's why I tell y'all, for example, you got this $2,000 credit card. You can use the whole $2,000 credit card today. If your credit card is not due until the 19th, you technically can have that thing paid off by the 19th. And, let me say this too, but please hear me clear, y'all, because y'all need to know these dates correctly. Y'all also can have it paid off the day before your statement date. That's why y'all need to know your statement date, because that payment is going to post, your balance is going to go down, and then the next day they're going to report whatever the balance went down to. But be careful with it. I'll be trying not to even talk about that. I'll be thinking about like kids and stuff. You ever scare a kid into something and you tell them like it's the worst, but it's not true. Like you'll give them like, for example, I tell my daughter, you cannot speed at all. Like if you speed, you go over it, or you finna get a ticket. But in reality, you can go 5 miles over. If you're on the highway, maybe you can go 7, 8. But you don't even want to say that because they may go out of control. So I don't even try to tell people anything about, hey, listen, the day before your statement day, just make sure you have it paid off because the payment post, your balance gonna go down. You're gonna be good. But just know that that is true though. Whatever your balance is on your statement date, that is what's getting reported to the credit bureaus, period. Okay. But also keep in mind, I want to make sure I say this. I tell y'all to pay y'all statement balance by your due date. Because some of y'all think that, oh, I just paid off the day before my statement day. I ain't going to pay none by my due date. I don't care about that, y'all. That matters. Y'all due date matters because that's when they expect their money to be back, period. Okay, that's the date that they're going off of too, to see if you paid your statement balance, so that see if they're gonna charge you any interest. So no matter what, by your due date, make sure that you guys pay that statement balance. Then I say y'all probably got a day, maybe even 2 days to pay it down even more, so that you can care about what's going to report to the credit bureaus. Okay. But I hope that y'all heard me very, very clearly with that, because that is a whole thing that y'all really don't want to mess up on. Okay. Y'all really don't want to mess up on that. Do you know any banks that pull Equifax? So Jasmine, I got a full list of credit cards that pull Equifax. You will actually see it on my YouTube channel, because I got a video. Just search my name, Rakita, and just search Equifax pull, because you'll be able to see everything. And then Jasmine, so many things change when it comes down to credit cards that actually pull Equifax. So this is what I tell people to do. All right, this is what I tell people to do. I tell people, find a credit card that you think gonna pull Equifax, right? Put a freeze on all three of your credit reports, or just keep the freeze off of Equifax, because that's who you want them to pull. Keep the freeze off of Equifax. If you think they'll pull them, go ahead and apply for the card. They're going to tell you a message at the end. Sorry, we can't approve you right now. We need you to unfreeze this credit bureau. That's how you know who they're going to pull. Okay. But if they do pull Equifax, they'll approve you right then and there. But at least you got that guardrail up. So if they are trying to pull a TransUnion or Experian, you know that you'll be good. You'll be like, okay, good. Y'all ain't gonna get that report. But just make sure that you keep a freeze on all three of your credit reports. And then once you do that, you'll be able to see who they pull in general too. 'Cause some people like don't even want you to pull yet. Like, I don't that's me too. I don't care if you like, if I want you to pull Equifax, that's fine. I'll just keep a freeze on there. I'll see you tell me to open up Equifax, and then I'll open it up, but I'll just wait and see. Okay. But that's really everything I want to talk about today. I am going to do all weekend. You can see it's a lot of comments on here. I'm going to continue to go through this credit building phase. So if y'all have any additional questions, please let me know, and I will see you all in the next video.